While we've all been talking about Tomb Raider, Legacy of Atlantis, and how amazing Lara Croft's model is in that game, Tomb Raider Catalyst is another beast entirely because this looks to be the modern audience Tomb Raider, as we're finding out that apparently she's older, she's going to be queer, and she's going to have a cringe squad of companions. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, we never should trust companies. When they remake something, they remaster something, they reboot something, typically they do not respect the source material. And Legacy of Atlantis' Lara Croft model looks really good. I thought the trailer for that looked really cool, but Tomb Raider Catalyst was always going to be another beast entirely. It seemed like a continuation. It could have gone in the direction of Phoebe Waller-Bridge humor to try to line up closer to the feminist TV show that they're doing. And unfortunately, we have a lot of very questionable details about this because she is seemingly queer and older, and she might even have a team of cringeworthy companions. So this was actually an article that it stems from a video back in 2022 that gave information. Now, we do not have any official confirmation that this was still their plan, but given they did have plans for that TTRPG where they had Lara Croft apologize for colonialism, and she apologized for her past tomb raiding work, and she had a sort of merry band of misfits in that. It wouldn't be shocking to hear that all of this is still true and that, yes, this is what Tomb Raider Catalyst is all about. So, this was, again, from 2022, and it said back in April, Crystal Dynamics announced it was making another Tomb Raider, and we didn't get significantly more details other than the game is using Unreal Engine 5. Not that we had to wait long for more, as Last Stand Media's founder and former IGN journalist Colin Moriarty shared that he claimed was leaked documents from the game in his Sacred Symbols episode. So this is coming from Colin Moriarty. Take it, of course, with a hefty grain of salt, but it did seem there was some truth to this because him and his crew had published a video where they revealed that Crystal Dynamics and Square Enix had sent a DMCA request to Patreon asking the company to remove the Tomb Raider part of the Sacred Symbols episode, which typically means that it's real. Companies aren't going to go out of their way and strike down information that is not true. But in those leaks, we got the information that apparently it was planned to include a well-known Lara Croft at the top of her game in her mid-30s trying to save the world from a mysterious cataclysm together with a group of younger adventurers. Now, we have gotten a lot of games over the past few years that have these cringe squads in them. Most recently, we got Metroid Prime 4, which I don't think had a ton of god-awful characters, but there were a few like Miles that were very annoying. We've gotten games like Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn, Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League, even titles like Concord, where you have these teams of adventurers who are supposed to be sort of found family, and they're all supposed to work together, and you're supposed to have some comedy, some drama. It never really works out well, in my opinion, because they're all resembling modern day Dungeons and Dragons teams, and that's my major problem. You have the Dungeons and Dragons humor with some of these characters, and it's just gotten very old very quickly. But it also says the document said that the woman playing Miss Croft has to be prepared for romantic sequences with other females, which means that, yes, they were going to, at the very least, make her bisexual, if not a straight-up lesbian. And this does align with a lot of the information we have been getting just about Tomb Raider in general. We don't know what's going to happen with Phoebe Waller-Bridge's series. We know that she is definitely a modern-day raging feminist, but given the relationship Lara Croft has seemingly had with some of her female companions in the past, like in the reboot games, or even like in the Legend of Lara Croft Netflix show and how she is at least bisexual. Yeah, this wouldn't be very far-fetched to imagine, especially with how much they want to rewrite Lara Croft. The activists within the video game industry don't want Lara Croft to be made for men. They don't want her to appeal to the male gaze anymore, which of course is a fictional concept. And they want her to be for the gays, to be for the LGBT community. They want her to be a modern Tomb Raider. So, will this actually happen? There's no official confirmation. But given the direction Crystal Dynamics has gone in over the years, given the direction Square Enix has gone over the years, it wouldn't be shocking. I don't think that Legacy of Atlantis is really going to change too much because I think that that is at least what they are banking on. And I think they view it as a win and a potential loss. They view it as Legacy of Atlantis is going to make money. It is going to make people happy, and that's basically guaranteed. But they're willing to take a risk with the next game. And now we need to know if that will actually turn out to be a success for them. That is still many years away. But when you put all of the information together regarding the state of Tomb Raider, yeah, there are definitely a lot of red flags, and it's extremely worrying because I don't want Lara Croft to be ruined. I don't want Lara Croft to be messed up. I just want her to be loved and respected, and I want her to be cool. But at the same time, I just don't trust anybody within the video game industry. Atlantis at least looks promising. That is true. Her model looks really cool. The trailer was set up really well. It really highlighted a lot of the very cool scenes within the original game. But at the same time, when it comes to continuations and sequels and shows, you just never know what direction a company is going to go in. Hopefully not making a straight female character is more unique nowadays than making her a lesbian. One thing I've noticed is it's always one-way traffic. It's always straight characters made gay or white characters swapped into another character or male characters made female, but never the other way around. Yeah, and if you also did not actually see The Legend of Lara Croft, they made major changes to a franchise mainstay Zip and depicted him as a stereotypically gay man. So, yeah, they definitely were not particularly afraid to fuck with the characters that were already established, and if they're going to make up new characters for a continuation and it's 2025, never mind when it comes out in like 2027 or maybe even 2028, yeah, I bet that they're going to be insufferable. Team of Tomb Raider. Is that new meta now or something? Adding a team of Redditors to games? Tomb Raider, Mackenzie, OMG, Lara, if hypothetically the trap works now, it will be so awkward. Mackenzie 2, did you solve this puzzle with your freaking mind? Mackenzie 3, the giant stone ball is right behind me, isn't it? I'm more shocked that they haven't done it already. They're on the cusp of going out of business. 4 rounds of layoffs this year. They were working on Perfect Dark and it got canceled. Amazon is publishing these 2 games. I forgot what game they're also working on with Microsoft, but that is their last major project. And yes, it is actually Fable, which isn't a good look either. There are a lot of problems happening right now in terms of Crystal Dynamics, and they have maybe 1 to 2 more chances left in them. Otherwise, with all of the layoffs that we have seen, all of the game cancellations that they were helping on, they are backed into a quarter, and they do need to make money. And because it is still years away, maybe they will see the reaction to Lara Croft's model and they'll say, you know what, maybe this is actually what we should do again, and we should, I don't know, maybe make Lara Croft for the audience that loves Lara Croft. Shocking idea, I know, but we are still a long ways away from getting any more information. Take all of this with a grain of salt. They're just rumors that have been put online before, but Crystal Dynamics seem to take them very seriously. And if we get the most sort of diverse and multicultural team of raiders and they're for the modern age, man, oh man, is Catalyst going to face a lot of backlash because people like diversity when it's done naturally. What we do not like is when you force an agenda in our face and you take beloved characters and you change them around just for the sake of making something more stunning and brave. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this important and informative, make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.